guys, how you doing? Okay, as you can see from the title of this video, it's called In My Opinion. This is a new thing I've decided to do. I'm going to do this show once a week. Basically, I'm going to discuss an item, person, subject, whatever comes to mind, and I'm going to give my opinion on it. So basically what will happen is I will do this, and I would like you all to have a look and then give me your opinions, write me comments, send me video replies especially, because video replies are always better because you can get a better feel of what the person's actually thinking, feeling, saying. So yeah, okay, so this week, for my first, in my opinion, the subject this week is the PlayStation 2. Okay, so PlayStation 2, as we all know, was a successor to the highly successful PlayStation 1 by Sony. Now, when the Sony PlayStation 2 was announced and it came about, it was seen as pretty revolutionary. It was, a hell of a big step up from the 32-bit original to this 128-bit PlayStation 2. And we had all the, it's got a motion engine and it's got this and it's got that and all the usual crap and the hype that they give us. And it was massive, the buzz was huge, the build-up was huge, pre-orders were sold out left, right and centre, you just couldn't get a PS2. Me and my friend, we went to order ours and we were a bit late down the line, unfortunately. So I didn't get my PS2 until the second batch of consoles came into the country. And I got it with Silent Scope, Second Tag, Time Splitters and Smuggler's Run, that was the other one, and Smuggler's Run. So yeah, took it home, set it all up, absolutely brilliant, really impressed. Time Splitters, fantastic game, better than I had actually expected, so I was really impressed with that. Smuggler's Run was a great little game. Second Tag, it's just Tekken with better graphics, but still, it's quite nice. And Silent Scope was great, because Silent Scope, I love it, arcade classic, and it just kept me going for hours. Anyway, so basically you've got this PS2, you've got all these great games, you've got these brilliant graphics, it's brilliant audio, it's a massive step up. And then you've also got a DVD player. Now at the time, as you all know, DVD wasn't that big, and it was still quite a niche product, it was more of a tech heads kind of thing. And I do agree that the PS2 did expand DVD in Japan, and probably did for the rest of us as well, really, because getting the DVD player in your bedroom was pretty cool as a kid, and I was quite happy with that. Now, my gripe with the PS2, basically, I think it's overrated. I think people just bang on about the PS2 far too much, and yes, it's got a handful of great games, I'll give it that. But my main problem is display. Why is it the PS2 cannot display full screen on a big telly, or even a widescreen TV per se? Yes, I know most games are 4x3, fair enough, and then the problem arises when you have games like God of War, which is a 16:9 game. You put it into 16:9, and what happens? It doesn't fill the bloody screen. Now, if the original Xbox can do this, why can't the PlayStation 2? What was so fundamentally wrong with it? Is it just a technical issue? If it is, please tell me, because I don't know. I'm not that technically minded, so maybe I'm missing the point. But this is my story basically. I had the PS2, as I say, pre-ordered it, went for all the business, got the console, really happy with it. About a year and a half or so, great. Now I had cable TV back then, and on cable TV there's this random channel, it used to show all kinds of random stuff, but it also used to do a lot of gaming. They started to push the Xbox when it first got announced, and of course everyone was like, Microsoft, why they know about gaming? I mean, come on, no chance. They used to show odd clips of game footage here and there, and used to show people playing with Xbox and celebrities and things going, brilliant, it's going to be the next big thing, and you think, okay, we'll wait and see. Now me, I got kind of pulled in by the hype a bit. I saw clips of Halo, and to be honest, that took me over the edge because I'm a massive FPS fan. And to see that game running was, since GoldenEye and 64 hadn't really had a really in-depth, well-made, FPS with an excellent story, massive landscapes to explore, really in-depth, fun game. And being a fan of like Quake, Wolfenstein, Doom, I was really looking forward to this game, and I thought, now there's a question. Do I sell the PS2 and buy an Xbox? Or do I stick with the PS2, knowing that it's a safe bet and that it's not going to go pear-shaped and there's going to be tons of games for it? And our family and friends said to me, you must be crazy, what are you doing selling your PlayStation? There's no way, the Xbox ain't going to be successful, wait a bit, see how it goes, then if you still want it, just, save up or sell PS2, do what you've got to do. And I was like, I don't know, I'm going to have to wait and see about this. So I looked into it more now. In the meantime, Grand Theft Auto 3 came out on PS2, and what a game. I mean, the first time you boot that up, it's just like, my god, I mean, the graphics are just, and the audio, and the first time it rained on that game, I mean, my god, that was like emotion engine shit. I mean, you just like, wow. And that really was, it made me fall in love with that game, and it made me think, god, PS2, what a great console. So, when I decided to move on to the Xbox, it was like, I'm only going to do this if I get Grand Theft Auto 3, because quite frankly, I ain't leaving the PS2 behind and not being able to play Grand Theft Auto 3. So long story short, went onto Amazon, had a look, got a release date for the Xbox version of Grand Theft Auto 3, I was like, brilliant. In my wisdom, I went and pre-ordered the Xbox on Amazon, and got it on launch. Unfortunately, Grand Theft Auto 3 then, the release date kept getting put forward and forward and forward, and it just didn't look like it was going to come out. Luckily, of course, it did, thank God. So I didn't make a complete arse of myself. But this is where I get to my point. Basically what I'm trying to say is, yes, the PS2 is okay, but I think it's a situation whereby it's like, in the current generation, you've got Microsoft who rushed to market with the Xbox 360 and didn't do the research, didn't create a very good console, and made a bit of a hack of it. I think the same happened with the PS2. I think Sony were basically like, oh, we've been extremely successful with the PS1, we've got to push the next console, we've got to push the next generation, we need to be first in line. And because they did that, they rushed it and messed it up. We had the Xbox, which was obviously more powerful, I understand that. They had better graphics, they had better sound, and most importantly, it had Xbox Live, which of course was a nail in the coffin. I mean, Sony messed around with online play next generation on PS2, and it just didn't work. It just really wasn't successful, and now they've got themselves under control, and they've got it right on the PS3. I think the PS and PlayStation are excellent, very well done. I've had this argument with a lot of people. Most people don't agree with me that the PS2 is overrated. I personally think it is, as I say. The DVD player is shoddy. The online capability is non-existent, pretty much non-existent. And the graphics just don't hold up. I think they look weak. Now I know it's not all about graphics, it's about gameplay. Absolutely agree with that. But I think just on a graphical level, this doesn't hold up well at all. I don't think in 10 years' time we're going to be looking back going, oh, PlayStation 2, what a stunning console. Maybe I'm wrong. So what I'm asking is that if you watch this video, I'd like to hear your views. I'd like to hear if you agree with me and you think it is overrated, or if you disagree with me and you think the console's absolutely mind-blowing and what the hell is it going on about it? There's no way the Xbox is better. Post your video responses, post your comments, just let me know. I want to generate some feedback, otherwise there's not much point doing these shows. Okay. One last thing before I go. I've now got a desk and a TV set up in my games room. So if anybody wants any game footage posted of any of the games that I own, just drop me a note, let me know, and I'll do my best to get the footage up as quick as possible. Okay? I'll do one of these shows next week, different subject obviously. But yeah, I look forward to your responses. Bye for now.